Hello folks, Parkera here and welcome to another edition of EU4 with the Mamluks. Today's session is via OBS, however I've made another change. I've put my headphones back on just to see how these go, if they negate a little bit of that background noise or quality. Anyway, as you can see, when we last left you, we had we're still at war. We had conquered Al Jarif and we were now besieging their ally to get that war score. We had an issue with rebels. We lost a couple of battles here, so they now own their province. At the end of the month, you can expect them to pretty much move to GeForce. I have raised two armies. They are going to move them together. These are the remaining forces that I have. So we're going to put him there, and we're going to use this general as our main man. Okay, so he's on the move. They'll group up there and then attempt to retake the provinces. Looks like the Ethiopians are going to be a bit of a pain. Who are these guys at war with now? They got a royal marriage with Adil still, but they don't have any allies. So I'm going to declare war. This is maybe not. Okay, so we've got these guys here. Okay, let's see if we can get this guy down there fast as bro. I'm going to give him a leader quick. Okay, these guys I'm going to move down to Wadi Halfa. I think we've got this under control. The armies have actually regrouped together. So we've won the Battle of Donga, and my leader has gained a trait. So that will mean, okay. So that's pretty much taken care of that rebel. Now you'll see there a lot greener. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go to war. Oh, with these, okay, maybe not. I'm thinking of just declaring a quick war against Bija, take that province before the Ethiopians can. Obviously, the Ethiopians can't do anything right now because they've just finished the war. I don't believe, I want to just double check here, they're a vassal of anybody. No, so they're still independent, so they haven't been vassalized. Okay, so that's cool. I will prepare them anyway for that war, just moving ahead. That's making some progress. These guys are now all together, so we're going to go take these out. Let's have a look at these while that does. 83 Wadi Halfa, 83 months. No, we'll wait on that. No, I can build workshops now, so let's have a look of where I want to build. 83, so that'll give me over 100. That'll give me 100. Just a couple of workshops there. Yep, as expected, they've taken care of Jafur. I'm losing money because the reason I'm losing money is because I am reinforcing the army. That guy who's marching will still be reinforcing. This guy here will still be reinforcing. I'm gonna group them back up now. Okay, 9.6. We should be trade expansion. Now I noticed that in the last video when I did some editing, I had I guess I was a bit silent in too many areas into consideration of maybe explaining some things a bit more, and like I was just clicking on things and reading things, not out loud. So I'm going to try and get into that habit. I do apologize for those things. So we've just been, these notifications, by the way, they are randomized. Some mods add more as well, but even the base game has a lot of these pop-ups, and they can be positive or negative. So, I mean, some have good rewards, some have negative, some offer a bit of both, and you have to choose. But they're quite random. So you generally, that I've found, you won't have the same one repeat over and over again. You may get similar ones depending on where you are, what culture, sort of thing. But I think generally they are quite random. Well, they are random, but they're quite, I guess, they're not repetitive. And some, depending, you get ones based on whatever your religion, maybe depending on what culture group you are. There's all varying ones. So this one's just saying our policy of free trade is allowing our merchants to expand our trade. So it's given us a positive plus 10% trade efficiency, and it's also going to cost us foreign spy detection though. So there's always a plus and minus. Now we're going to besiege this. This should only take a month, and it's done. Now I'm not going to move. These guys will come after us probably at the end of the month. So we will wait till October to end and tick over. We should see them marching to take us out. We are going to renew the war taxes. Now I may be wrong. They may stay for a bit more, a bit longer. Nope. And as you can see now, we zoom in here. There's a cross swords, which indicates there's going to be a battle taking place, and it will tell me on the 10th of December, and it's because these fellas are moving. So I think 1, 3, 4. What's this general? 2, 1. So we should have them. Yeah, we've got numbers as well, so that should help. Rebel uprising, 80% of Mercuria. Okay, yeah, it's probably going to fire in Bram, so that's gonna swap those over. Okay, so we are at war here. I'm just going to click on this so I can bring that up. Actually, yeah, I won't actually. We are going to win that war. New madrasa, so prominent citizens. Yeah, my language skills are crap. Of Palestine have made a number of charitable donations for the establishment of a new madrasa in Al Quds. They have invited scholars not only from the wider Palestine, but also from Al Qahira and even foreign theologians. So Al Quds is where Jerusalem is. Oh, wonderful. So this is going to give us, this will last until 1476, so 10 years. It's going to give us cheaper development costs. It's going to give us 15% more tax, and also it's going to give us an extra 1% military strength. Brilliant. So let's see what we can buy in here. It's got a mosque. Maybe we can do, oh, what's this? Farm estate. Okay. So some of these buildings also, when you get to unlock them because of your technology level, they, like for this one here, for example, farm estate, requires certain things to be able to, first of all, have the option to build it. And it says, like here, you can see it requires grain. The province here, it shows down here that we have grain. So this will give us an extra +1 for local goods produced. I'm going to go for the farm estate. Okay, so that battle, it did resolve itself. We did win. Okay, so with rebels, what happens is they, once you beat a rebel, they basically just disappear. Yeah, it's not like normal armies where they may retreat. So you can see here the stats of the battle. So this is the end screen. I haven't really shown these before. So we've got this side is the rebels, obviously on the left, and the right side with our flags. And you'll see at the top here, there's basically what you gain or lose in terms of prestige, army tradition, and also war exhaustion. Generally, you won't get much when you're fighting rebels, and usually it's when you're having against proper armies. But in this, we did gain 0.6 army tradition. You'll see here there's names. That's the name of our leaders and what their skills were. So he had a firepower of 2, no shock, or 1 shock. He had no maneuver and no siege. It shows us the overall strength of the armies going into the battle and how many losses for each. So obviously infantry, cavalry, and artillery, and how many left over. And we won. So that's the main thing. Now there's just another, before we unpause, there's another thing that's just popped up here, and it's the this little symbol up here. It's like a golden face. You can purchase an ability. Now this is Splendor. I did touch on this, I think, in the introduction era episode, but not much. During the whole game, there's different ages that you can, well, we not discover, but they actually trigger, okay, automatically. So currently we're in the age of discovery. Now each age gives us opportunities to select certain modifiers. And now, able to do so, we need to earn something which is called Splendor, so points. These are earned by doing some of these things here. So you can see that we've earned some Splendor points by, we've controlled centers of trade, so 3 out of 5, a large city, and also a feudal society, and 2 out of 2 present on 2 continents. So they all add up towards like ticking over, I guess, a score towards Splendor. So now we've got, when you get to 800, you get the opportunity to choose a purchase an ability, as it says there. So all the abilities are listed here in green, and then these ones at the end, depending on the age. Some certain cultures, empires have their own specific ones. So there's one for Venice, Danish, Portuguese, and Ottomans. Obviously, we will never be allowed to access those because we're not any of those cultures. So we have these opportunities here. So we're going to just go through. Feudal de jure law allows state edict feudal de jure, -5 unrest. Justified wars will help reduce our aggressive expansion by 10%. Transfer subjects allows transfer subject peace treaty at half costs. Improved war taxes will just increase war taxes, the cost of it, by 100% basically. Cavalry with the army, so that's going to help our cavalry to infantry ratio. A lot of cultures, it's got to be, I think at most 50-50 before you start getting penalties. I think it's 50-50. Some cultures allow more because they're traditionally like a horse-based culture. If you think of like maybe the Khans, like Genghis Khan and things like that. Higher developed colonies, well, that's good, but we don't have colonies. And also adaptive combat terrain. So now these will all keep coming back every time we have 800, but if we choose one, we won't be able to choose it again. Now, so this will keep going until we get to the next age, which is the age of Reformation. And so yeah, and each age has different ones. So I think we're going to go for, I'm tempted to look at the de jure laws, but I think we're going to go for aggressive expansion, so lessen the impact by 10%. Yep, I am sure. So that's done. Excellent. Okay, so we've still got unrest here, and of course it's getting a bit harder. We've to swap those around, so I'm thinking by because our Brome will come down a lot more. Our war score is ticking over. We are making progress now, so maybe a couple of more months we will have that province sieged, and we'll see. Now I want to just have a look at my relations. So I'm 3 out of 4, so I'm allowed one more relation. Leading a vassal with Alodia, alliance for marriage with Tunis, Hijaz. So I'm probably going to look at who else would be interested in some form of an alliance. Nobody would be interested in an alliance. Wow. Okay. Okay, now we occupy GeForce. Okay, so we've just got the notification, sorry, that we now occupy GeForce. Okay, so he's just moving in there again. I think what we're going to do, I'm going to take the opportunity here, because I do believe I've still got the claim. I am going to be a little bit of a prat and just check. Allied with Tugart again. Can I declare war? No. Okay, so this guy's idle. We're going to bring him back. I'm going to fabricate a claim on him. And I've got another one. We still should have a claim here against them. Yes, we do. Where are we? Algeruf. Bija. Yep, cool. I want to. Well, I've got these guys here. I might as well go down, take out Pheasant, just kill them off. Really. Well, why not? Especially I've got that aggressive expansion modifier, which will help things out as well. So let's have a look at these. Okay, so the siege is over now over here. So I'm gonna pretty much send my boys back. We're gonna just send them to Cario, and I'll just go from there. So the war's over. Now we've got 100% war score, and now we shall try to make peace in the Middle East. So Jeffra, yeah, guess what? You're coming to me. Actually, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna see what I can get out of you separately. Sue for peace. Don't want you to be a vassal. I don't care about that. So, but I want some raw reps, and I want all your monies. And what else? Annul treaties. No. Okay, so we're gonna send it to you. Cool. That should accept. Yep. So that's cool. So now we're going to make peace with the main guy. It's pretty straightforward. You are coming my way. I'm going to take all the money, and we are going to do that. Done. Excellent. And done and dusted. Now I was thinking of looking at adding a fort down here just to counter the Ethiopia, because I wouldn't be surprised if they do try and have a war, maybe go against us. So even more so why I want to probably take on Bija here, and it's a perfect place to put a fort, because if no matter which side they try and go around, it will, the influence of the fort will go and cover us. Forts, by the way, when they're active, they do have a zone of influence. That means you can't move into or around into these areas that are influenced by a fort. So it basically means the enemy will have to go along a route. Very handy to have forts in certain choke neck areas, and you know, here's not too bad, and he as well, they're pretty good forts. Actually, this guy probably doesn't need to be 10k, so we're going to split him up. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. And 1 cavalry. We're going to take you guys there. Okay. If I've done that right. So we've got 11, so we're not too bad to go there now. Okay, so you can now group up. Ottomans have started influencing Ramazan. That's fine. Okay. Don't want to invite a scholar again. I'm going to have a look here now for see if anyone else. There we go. Okay, so we've got some nations who would be interested in an alliance. I think I might look at Adel just for the convenience here that they're south of Ethiopia, and they could come in and help me with Ethiopia on the south side. So I'm going to actually accept that. Yes, excellent. They've accepted the military alliance. Brilliant. That'll take our relationships up a notch. We don't want to rent out anybody or our troops. So we've got 4 out of 4 now for our relationships. Oh, we've just been called into a war by Adel. Oh, okay. The nation of Adel, your faithful ally, is requesting that you come to their aid in the multiple conflicts they are engaged in against Yemen, Hadramut, Ethiopia, Kaffa, and Medri Bahari. This is a defensive war where we need to help our ally. Yemen is allied with Hadramut and Wasangali. Ethiopia is allied with Medri Bahari. If we decline, we lose 25 prestige. If we decline, we also diplomatic relations of -1. Oh, yeah, I didn't check. It's my fault. I didn't check what war they were in. You, I will send down to here as well, because I'm going to see if Hajis can do anything against Yemen. Okay, so we're in a war, baby. We are in another war. Okay, so let's just have a look here. I'm going to just pause the game and see. So, yep, so Yemeni, Hadramut, Ethiopia. I'm just wary of sending these guys on the offense because of rebel issue. Let's send you. And I'm going to go and say allow friendly armies to attach. So hopefully Alodia will come and join us. So that'll give us 14k, and it's also hopefully going to help Alodia not be smashed. Hijaz. Yeah, so you are going to go down here now. I think we'll get you going this way, and I'll try and get some access through Medina if I can. Fun and games. Okay, this is what happens. I just didn't check. I'm in this situation because I didn't check Adele, who they were in wars with, if they were. So that's why that's happened. Okay, so you're the one going to go into the war. So we will give, I think we'll take you. Okay, we will take you. Wonderful. I'm also going to just check. Okay. Oh, looks like Ethiopia pieced out with Adal. Okay, I'm just going to have a look at this. So that's one less worry we have, actually, to be honest. Adal will cede Assab and Dawaro to Ethiopia. Okay, so we... Fine, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to then... You will come down here. You're going to go there. You're going to stay here. I'm going to go back to my original plan then against Jafar, not Jafar, Fezan. Okay, we're still going to fight in this Yemeni war. Excellent, okay. We can now, oh no, we can't fabricate a claim yet, so that's fine. We're making 3 ducats, we're at war, let's raise these war taxes. We've got the forts up and down. I don't think we need to worry about the forts, to be honest, either. So that's mothball. That's going to give us a little bit more cash in hand. Yes, I know, because we're at war, you get that notification. Ethiopia have announced the Mamluks as their rival, so we have been announced as Ethiopia's rival. I'm not going to be surprised if they look to engage us shortly. Okay. So there's not much happening right now. We're just getting our troops into place. I am just building up the spy network here. So next month I should be able to put a claim against Fezan. This will bring in Tugat, but that's life. I don't really care about them at the moment anyway. I think we'll be fine. Let's have a look at that. I think that's under control. It may tick down. I don't see it firing. I'll have to keep an eye on it. Okay, so we now do have enough to fabricate a claim. And let's jump into that. Okay, so he's on the move. Those guys are on the move. Right, Medina, diplomacy. Hey, bro, I need access, please. Cool. So by asking them for access and them actually giving it to us, what that also does, it gives our enemies, so it gives the other teams, you can tell we're used to football, it gives the other nations, the enemies, access also through Medina. So yeah. Bank of Fezan. Apparently we just won a battle. Oh yeah, because I went to war there. Your ports are blockaded. Who's blockading me? Yamani with one ship. Okay, that's life. It's life, Jim, but not as you know it. I'll leave that up. I know I have. Rebel uprising is still steady at 80%. Okay, so my guys are on the way down south. Yeah, I don't see any point in ships in the Red Sea yet. I will actually start looking at doing those. He's going to make a move and try and take them out. That's fine. No problem at all. Truce expired with Najan. Crimea tell us about an event. So Najan, we have a truce that's expired with them. Okay, that's nice to know, I guess. Najad. Okay, so I need to, I know, focusing on 2 wars. This is pretty much going to be just straightforward. Yep, Vezin have occupied us. That's not a problem. I'm quite happy just go there and take you out then and come back. Yeah, let's do that. How are we going down here? Excellent minister. Now the reason I moved that troop was because he was actually going to be heading straight through this province, which would have been a battle with the rebels, and I kind of have no interest in doing such a thing. So I'll send him here. Nope, go back down there. You're still on the move. That's fine. Okay, excellent minister. We have been lucky enough to appoint an excellent minister whose actions who will most likely greatly benefit our realm. Reap the admin benefits, gain 1 stability, 25 prestige, and 40 admin. Reap the military benefits. Oh, no, I'm going to go for that right now. Nicely done. Okay. When's this going to happen? 20th to now. Cool. So you'll see there that Tugat joined Fezin in the battle. But that's fine. And we've gained Al Jarraf now as a core province. So that's cool. And we've just won the battle of Jaffa there. So now they will obviously retreat most likely back there to Tugat's land. Or I'll just come straight down. We have Al Jarraf has got a bit of rebels, and they've still got rebels for conversion regions, which should be, yeah, they're about 60%. We're now we're sieging this province here, which is going to be done. I want the 5 guys. Can they come down here? Not yet. Can they go to? Yes, they can. Alright, so now 10. I'm going to send my 10 stack. I want you to come this way. Yamani forces, that's fine. We're going to come down this way with our 10 stack. Hopefully try be able to take out. See, the trouble is, okay, I'm going to make you go this way. The 5 stacker is going to go here. And then hopefully push onto here. Okay, I'll just send you there. The zone of control, you see. I can't go into this area because this fort is unoccupied. I had that siege down, but the reason it reverted back to Yemeni control is because of this fort zone of influence here. So he's obviously going to be heading back. He's going to head up, try and cause a little bit of grief there. Looks like he just, yeah, he's moving there slowly and surely. That's not too bad. That's still at, that's taking down. Mamluks occupy. Yep, I know that. That's fine. Just going to go take the bite here, I think. Okay. Who am I at war with? No, not Adele either. Adele on my team. Right. Gonna get this guy to go and just cause a bit of havoc here. Ooh, don't know what happened there. Oh, I pushed a pad thing on the mouse. Not the mouse, on the who's in me what's it. Okay guys, so I think that is about it for today's session. We haven't been able to finish those wars. There's no likelihood that we will soon, apart from maybe this war here. However, I will leave that to next time. So I want to thank you for coming and enjoying this video. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Next time we will aim to finish off Pheasant, bring them into the realm, and then we will try and do what we can here. I'm not sure if we're taking the land or what. Hang on, we just took something. Yep. Not sure if we'll take any land or anything. We'll have to see. What I might just take some war reps, because we're not actually the you know, actually we're the defender in this, so I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Okay guys, I'll leave it at that. I am Parkera. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and as always, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking, what your thoughts are here. Anything you want me to have a look at, anything you want me to explain further detail, I'll be glad to help. Okay guys, you take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you very much. I'm Parkera.